Hello, and welcome to the Slusser Middle School Band. I'm going to be going through some of the people that you are going to be seeing and hearing about throughout this course of school year. The director of bands is Ms. Julianne Amos. She conducts wind ensemble and beginning band, co-teaches symphonic band and the concert band woodwinds. She teaches beginning flute, oboe, bassoon, clarinet, saxophone. Her conference is fifth period during those times. And by the way, at any point, if you need to pause during this presentation, feel free to do so. I'm going to be talking a little bit fast to get through all the material I need to talk about. My name is Mr. Joseph Slusser. I'm the director of symphonic and concert bands. I co-teach the wind ensemble brass. I'm the beginning trumpet, horn, trombone, euphonium, and tuba instructor. My conference is also fifth period, and there's my information there at the bottom in case you need to contact me. Email or Schoology messaging is the easiest way to get in contact with me these days. I usually reply within at least the hour these days, unless it's at the end of the school day. Mr. Andres I is our percussion specialist. He teaches at Sartarsha and Garcia, and he's the head percussion director at Austin High School. I wanted to bring your attention to Charm's office. We talked about this first week of school as well with Smart Music too. Smart Music is a music software we're using to help practice and do some assignments. Currently, we're not using that right now. We just did a login. Charm's office, though, is a database where we will hold, we keep your information so that we can use it for communication. Once we take in money for like band t-shirts and things like that, you will be able to print your receipts straight from Charms. If you need to pause and get access to Charms, there's the school code. The password originally is the ID/lunch number of your student. However, they were supposed to have changed that last week. So make sure that they have an idea where their passwords are. Symphonic and concert band grades, or symphonic, concert band, and wind ensemble grades will be comprised of weekly recordings as well as participation in class and in channels and teams. We are looking to try and figure out how we're going to do concerts and contests this past year. Unfortunately, or this coming year, unfortunately, due to COVID-19, we are very limited in our ability to partake in those currently. We're hoping in the spring semester we'll be able to have much more, a better ability to participate in those. Beginning band will basically be the same thing. We'll be doing clap, tap counting, rhythm sheets during class, performance evaluations, either be in class or recording assignments, theory worksheets like some that we've been doing already, learning the staff and things like that, speed tests, which have to do with letter names, as well as equipment checks and maintenance checks. And we are working to see how we will participate in concerts and contests spring semester. I wanted to bring your attention, please, to Schoology. I know your students are utilizing it a lot, but I want to just make you aware of how to navigate it a little bit easier too. There are lots and lots of folders, and I realize that this is a district mandate. We have to have it look a certain way, okay? The easiest way I know, and number one, make sure when you get onto your child's Schoology page that you're looking at these reminders on the right side, as well as you can always go to the calendar up here to see when things are due or if anything's past due, okay? I will always make sure to put everything that is dealing with instruction into this yellow folder. You can click on it, or it's just even easier to hit the arrow. It makes it easier to navigate. Grading period 1 is what we're currently in right now, also known as the first 9 weeks. And then it drops down and goes through some different options and also some different folders, okay? This is a wind ensemble. The symphonic and the concert band looks very similar to this. This folder will have instructional videos made by me. And then you need to go into these folders by the week we're in, okay? And we're just completing week 2, okay? And during this week, we were working on band forms. As well as each ensemble has a particular recording they needed to complete. So for example, the wind ensemble has their scale recording, as well as the concert and the symphonic band has scale recording this week as well. Each folder of these that has the instruments in orange has specific items directly related to their instrument, whether it be the scale page, warm-ups that we're utilizing, any music or anything that we're using in class should be in these folders for that week. These resources are basically the fingering charts to help them, figure out a note if they're forgetting it, or if they need to, they can also Google that as well, okay? Now, if you're in the beginning bands, your course is going to look a little bit different. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and go to one of my low brass courses here. Now notice how all the folder colors look the same. But when I drop this down, okay, it's going to show my particular instrument, and this is my beginning trombone class, and you'll be able to see it's the same thing. I have my grading period, that's the first 9 weeks, and then it goes through just some basic information, their weekly assignments and grading. This is going to change throughout the course of the first 9 weeks because, like, we already just had 2 days off due to Laura. We're going to be trying to modify so that we either catch up or we may get ahead next week, depending on how quickly we go through our theory, okay? Instructional videos, when I start importing those, we'll have to deal with, how to buzz, how to breathe, and just different things like that. We're just finishing week 2, and so this looks very similar to the bands in regards to things we are doing. Band Form 1, Band Form 2, which we're due on Friday, and then the big thing that we're working on this week is this instrument supply assignment. This is just them taking a picture of the things they have, and today, or on Friday, we finished this theory game here using quizzes. It was a lot of fun. The kids really enjoyed it. I just wanted to show you kind of how to navigate through some of these folders so it didn't look so confusing. Please make sure your students are practicing daily, especially when I'm not seeing them. And please just make sure they have a room to themselves to where they, or area to themselves that's quiet to where they can practice and also have their classes. Make sure, especially for beginners, and this goes for everybody, playing a brass instrument especially is basically like being in a sport. You have to develop your muscles, and when you're not doing that, your muscles will tend to either lose the routine of what they're normally doing or even get weaker to where you can't play as long, okay? So just make sure you're setting up a routine to play daily, okay? I hope this video was helpful and it helped you kind of explore what to expect this coming year and also how to navigate a little bit of Schoology for you. If you have any questions, feel free to email me or to message me in Schoology, and I hope you have a good rest of the day and have a good rest of your time in open house. Thanks.